Hi everyone, it's Don, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I certainly hope there's a lot more to this story than we're first hearing, because if not, head should roll. Carnival Cruise Line is being accused of not letting a passenger off in dire need of medical insurance. The statement reads in a court lawsuit filed against Carnival Cruise Line, the Carnival cruise ship Sunshine's crew, and medical staff. Um, a gentleman, 65 years old, started feeling ill on December 3rd of 2018, late last year, while on a cruise with the Carnival Sunshine. He started vomiting and started feeling pains in his arm. He ended up going down to the medical staff where the doctor on board told the family that he had had a major heart attack and that he would need to seek medical attention more than they could provide on a cruise ship. He would need to head back to Miami for immediate attention, saying that he might need a stem inside immediately. This is around 2 p.m. while the cruise ship was docked in Grand Turks. Now, the cruise ship was set to leave at 4 p.m., and this all happened about 2 hours before that happened during this conversation, at which time the family said, well, yes, let's get him out of here. They were then told that there was another airlift that had to be done, and they would not be able to airlift him out right away. They said, well, they tried to say, well, we have to get off the ship then, and apparently they would not let them leave the ship. They confined them to medical facilities, saying he was unable to move until he's going to be airlifted, and the ship set sail. The ship ended up heading to San Juan, a full 21 hours away by a cruise ship. And the family members were flabbergasted. They said, look, we have the insurance. We've even paid specifically to make sure we have evacuation insurance, airlift insurance. But apparently, no matter what they said, according to the lawsuit, it fell on deaf ears, even though the doctor himself had said he needed immediate medical attention that they could not provide on board. During the evening, on the way to San Juan, the gentleman passed away. Obviously, the family is just, beside themselves after being told that he should be airlifted, not getting him airlifted, and then setting sail, not letting them off the ship, if that's the case. And then being also told that they couldn't remove the body in San Juan because it was shortly after the hurricane, and there was a lot of devastation around, and they would have to keep the body on board. Well, most of the family got off except for one son who stayed with them. A full 5 days later, the cruise ship arrived back in Port Canaveral, where they could finally get off the ship with the father. So it just seems really odd. Normally when a medical doctor says you have to do something, the cruise ship is obligated to do it right away. If they have to airlift somebody out and there's an airlift available, and obviously there was because somebody else was airlifted out there, whether they have to wait 5, 6, 7, 8 hours for the helicopter to get to Miami and then fly back to Miami is a lot better than going 21 hours to the next spot and then flying back to Miami. Not only that, if the cruise ship decided that it didn't want to wait for the return of the helicopter to pick this gentleman up, then it's very highly likely that they will be found at fault and negligent in this case. If it's all a matter of, well, we had to make sure the cruise continued, that's usually the last thing on their minds. Because of this kind of lawsuit. So like I said, there's always two sides to a story, and right now we only have the statements by the family given in court to make the lawsuit go forward. But if any of this comes to being, really, really true, it's very, very disturbing that a cruise ship or a cruise line or people working on board would not take a person's health and safety over something as frivolous as making the next destination. And I really hope that's not what happened. I hope there's a honest explanation as to why this happened and why they couldn't let them off the ship. But to say you can't get off the ship and we can't medical airlift you until the next place and the person passes away during that cruise after you telling them they needed emergency medical care, it's not looking very good. It's really not. So I'll be following this. It's going to be going to court later on this year, and please let there be more to this story than what we're seeing. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think that it's all about the money? Most cases, I know cruise ships will forego making a port to make sure somebody gets airlifted. I've been on many cruise lines where we missed a port because we had to just wait for a helicopter to catch up with us. So I have a really hard time believing that this is the case, but that's all we have so far. Let me know what you guys think down below. Well, I hope you liked this news update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.